Everyone strives to be happier, but the truth is, some people are more successful than others at attaining happiness. Why? Do they run after it, or does it just fall in their lap? In this video, I will reveal 7 must-know secrets for you to have a happy life today. How many of us are in the pursuit of happiness and it feels it comes only for a very short duration? Well, you're not alone. And how many of us at many times have found ourselves secretly telling ourselves, I will be happy when, whether it's losing weight, making money, finding a soulmate, or getting the right job with the perfect boss? Maybe over a million times, correct? Haven't we been bombarded with suggestions like, don't worry, be happy, spread love and joy to be happy. Nothing will make you happy until you choose to be happy, or even 10 hacks that will make you happier instantly.
What a load of crap!
We worry for what we want. You cannot spread what you don't have. If choosing it was so easy, the world would be a happier place already. And instant is never long lasting. Don't get me wrong. I want to be happy and you would too. Who doesn't? But the gazillion-dollar question is, how to get there? Whether you chase it or wait for it. Let me give you a stupid example. Even if you feel the food in front of you smells and looks amazing, you still have to do an effort to put it in your mouth. True, isn't it? Similarly, happiness doesn't come by feeling. It comes by doing. Yes, it is a feeling generated by chemical reactions in your body involving dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin and endorphins. But even these neurochemicals are triggered by us doing something, thus helping or hurting our happiness. But then the fear arises. If I do run after it in despair, will it elude me? Well, you should make your move on happiness. But if it does elude you, then wait your turn. If you watch this video till the end, you should be able to decide and lead a happier life today. First, understand what happiness means to you. Then, go after it. Everyone wants most of the things in life, correct? But some things make you happier than others at different points of time. And most people think they know what they want in the need of happiness, correct? But before we set off on a journey of self-discovery, let us revisit what happiness means to you. Different cultures view happiness in different ways. In collectivist societies like India, Russia, Japan, happiness is seen in spending time with family and friends, taking care of parents, leading a healthy life, having money to support your family, and enough savings for that rainy day, etc. A social connection is an integral part of well-being and is equated to a general feeling of happiness. In the US, however, happiness is often seen as an individual pursuit, chasing the best career, owning more stuff, do what you feel like doing when you feel like doing, etc. So which one are you? Some things can be materialistic and some virtuous in nature. The truth is that everything you do or want cannot give you happiness, and everything that you're doing will not necessarily go your way. But the secret is that you can prepare a list of all the things that make you feel good at any point of time. Then you can pick these activities to do from this list to remind yourself of the happy feelings when the times are tough on you. Second one is, happiness is in the process. Don't put it on the end side. You don't wait for your favorite song to come to an end before you enjoy it, do you? Happiness must be like music, a soothing or energizing mix of beats and vocals that you enjoy through the length of it. Today's hustle culture has left us with more stars in our eyes than ever before. But many times, when we are not careful, our end goals devolve into unrealized fantasies and leave us longing for more. One bad result can stack up on another, and ultimately we are left with the feeling of everything going horribly wrong together. That's because we tend to chase happiness from the perspective of what we get only at the end of it. We forget that we picked up to do that particular thing because we wanted to try pleasure through it, right? It's like if you were cooking because it gives you joy, But after a lot of effort, a dish may come out way off. Understandable, it'll make you unhappy. But actually, the happiness part is that you get to do it all over again. Only better this time. Doesn't it? That's the process we were supposed to enjoy, correct? The truth is that life will throw curveballs at us when we do stuff, and we are not likely to achieve favorable results many times. To do a task and hate doing it is likely to produce a poor product. The secret is to do the same task but feeling happy will produce a much improved outcome. If we anticipate challenges along the way and know that the means is itself an end, you will have an easier time converting your dreams into reality. Thus, be happy through the process. Third, don't pin happiness on other people. This point reminds me of a Buddhist parable. An Eastern philosopher was filling up water jugs by a river. He was serving a whole village of water so that they could take it back to their homes. One day, he said he would not be there tomorrow. The residents panicked, asking how they would get their water now. The wise man said, "When I am not here, you will see the river." Many people believe that they lose happiness because of the shattered trust or disappointment due to reliance on others. Whether it is your spouse, sibling, parent, friend, teacher, colleague, or boss. Well, honestly, the chances that one of them will deprive you of that daily dose of your happiness. Let's follow up with the simple example of cooking from before. You make this amazing meal that you have already tasted to be super fine. You garnish it with the best embellishments and lay it out for your spouse. Although 5 people before him or her have already loved the dish, it comes out not so good to your spouse's taste. Now, if you were to value their opinion the most, you have already set up yourself for disappointment. But the truth is, you can't keep everyone happy, and everyone will not make you happy at all times. We are most likely to place emotional power with the ones we love. And because of that reason, they say our loved ones hurt us the most. The secret to happiness lies within you. Do not equate it to other people's thought process. Sometimes you will not be up to the mark, and neither will be them. Fourth, lower your expectations. Taking up from what I said before in point 2, expectation is a fantasy we paint for the future, and when it doesn't match reality, we tend to stack disappointment. And where do expectations come from? Our experiences, of course. We have all learned to make expectations from the minute we were born. We set expectation from ourselves, others, things around us, life events, and even God. Learning to change them can take time, but it will be necessary for a happier tomorrow. The ancient Stoics believed that true happiness comes from not expecting very much in life. So how much is very much? Let me make some sense of this. It depends on our capability to be simply aware of our expectations and be realistic about it. For example, expecting to be on a diet every day of the week for 1 week would be unrealistic, correct? That's one way we can understand with experience how much should be much. We also base them on positive expectations. How many positive responses will you get from yours or others' actions? Simply running a few alternative scenarios in mind helps getting rid of the pressure we put on the outcome. Now, your original expectation would be that all of them will turn up at 8 p.m. or even before to celebrate you. But if you break this into alternative expectations, like some friends will get stuck and not make it, some friends will arrive late, some friends might not arrive with gifts, etc., the flexibility will naturally lower expectations and create more happy scenarios for you. I plan to make a separate video to take this deeper. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below if you do want me to make it. Coming back to lowering your expectations, the truth is, expecting people to read our minds and meeting our expectations without being open about what we want is delusional. The secret is lowering your expectations where you feel there is a possibility of getting hurt. Remember, happiness is equal to reality minus expectations. Fifth, money does make you happy. When doing research, I found that the term how to make money clearly beat out how to be happy in terms of frequency and volume of searches overall. I wasn't surprised though. Contrary to conventional wisdom that money can't buy you happiness, there is definitely evidence that it does play a vital role in the satisfaction and happiness we derive out of life. According to a recent survey, it has been established that some cash on hand does provide for higher satisfaction of life. The good news is that building up just a small reserve of cash can make that bigger difference. And this is true for people trying to escape EMIs and debt as well. So always have a little saved. And if you have already been saving, good for you. Just begin with a new piggy bank and you will feel happier when you hold that roll of moolah in your hands at the end of a month. Having said that, even saving money is a challenge. You need to work at it. Decide where to spend and learn how to figure out if that spend is necessary. I'm leaving a link in this video here where I have covered some successful research done that will surely help you use money the right way to buy happiness. Yes, the truth is that indeed there are many factors besides money that can contribute to a person's happiness. But money fixes problems. So the secret is how you spend, save and think about money truly determines how much joy you get from it. Don't run behind money, but use it as a tool to enjoy the little things in life. Sixth, enjoy the little things in life. Sounds cliched and easy, but it is very important and powerful. I don't want to discourage or alarm you, but the truth is that disappointment and misery are always waiting around the corner. You never know when they come to greet you and you have a bad day, week, month or years. You might be living in a pretty neutral state of happiness today because you're not enjoying the small, happy moments you're getting and when you're getting them. You need to create a way to savor wonderful moments. That bubble bath, smell of roses on a walk, that adventure you would generally say no to, your favorite dish or drink, a hobby you have been neglecting, disconnecting from your phone to enjoy solitude, watching your child, spouse, parent or loved one enjoy a moment you created for them, and many other small things that you know can give you joy whenever you seek it. The truth is that a happy life doesn't consist of only happy moments every moment of the day. The secret is in identifying your strengths and weaknesses in life and going after what needs more attention at a particular time. It could be mental health, physical fitness, relationships, career aspirations, money, spiritual wellness, or a combination of one or two of them. Disconnect from the world and embrace the small things that are there for grabs. Seventh, keep close friends within a close distance. Where you live actually matters. It has been reported that most of your friends are concentrated in the place where you live. And as this distance increases, this concentration rapidly drops. Of course, that's easier said than done. But research by San Diego-based scientists says, when a friend who lives less than a mile from you becomes happy, your chance of getting happier increases by 25%. Your increase in happiness will be about the same if you cohabitate with a joyful spouse, live within a mile of a happy sibling, or if your next door neighbor is extra cheerful. Good feelings really do rub off, so keep your friends close and your happiest friends even closer. The truth is, there is nothing to life if you follow the above points and generate happiness, and there is no one else to share it with. It is a two-way street. Of course, you must maintain your own autonomy or you will suffer because of increased expectations. But the secret is that human connection will always trump any materialistic thing. As Bob Marley rightly said, everyone is going to hurt you, you just need to find the ones worth suffering for. Eighth, learn from the past, stay present, progress forward. If you're imagining a solitary life, sitting by the window with just the dog for company, then erase that picture from your mind. Psychologists argue that to be truly unburdened by regrets involves freeing ourselves from our missed opportunities, the careers we didn't pursue, the relationship we lost, the holiday we turned down, etc. To do this, we need to reflect on our lost opportunities to gain a new perspective that enables us to understand our choices better and then move forward. The story of if I would have done this, then that would have happened is always interfering in us making better decisions for the future. That's why children are able to try more things with excitement and enthusiasm because they do not have that burden of the past. True, isn't it? Dr. Sonia Lubomirsky, PhD, in her book The Myths of Happiness, has put this very nicely. Things that we think will make us happy never make us happy. For as long as we think, they will. Conversely, negative life events and challenges don't have as enduring an impact on our happiness as we believe they will either. The truth is that our experiences teach us a lot, and we need to learn from the past to plan a better future. But the secret is that we need to trust ourselves more to set new priorities and envision new futures for ourselves by simply acting on what is there in the present. Meditating, mindfulness, inducing calmness by breathing, etc. are tools you can practice to fuel this secret of happiness. Ninth, stay healthy. Happiness and good health go hand in hand. The desire of every individual is in the typical sequence of words: health, wealth, and happiness, giving health a priority. Happiness is a natural follow-up. Also, scientific studies have been finding that happiness can make our hearts healthier, our immune system stronger, and our lives longer. This is also one of the most talked about aspects today due to the stressful lifestyle and rising illnesses. From eating well, drinking water, getting the proper amount of sleep, surrounding yourself with uplifting people, practicing great dental hygiene, and even getting good amount of sex has been suggested by tons of brands and individuals. The truth is that whenever we are on an unhealthy pattern, it is usually because we are seeking happiness in different things other than our health, thus neglecting it. For example, working overtime allows us the possibility of better earnings and thus a much better lifestyle for our family. So we begin to constantly neglect our health, sacrificing it in the search of future happiness. It is then counterproductive to explain ourselves how to find happiness back in our health until something goes wrong. The secret is in the basic awareness that there needs to be a balance where health has to be planned and prioritized daily. It needs to be incrementally introduced to your work and home by scheduling activities that enhance your energy and well-being. This will become your source of long-term happiness. Before I leave, I must say it's an oversimplification to say that every single person can control exactly 40% of their happiness. Scientists have determined that your happiness level is a result of a complex interaction of genes, behaviors, and life circumstances. While each person has a genetic set point for happiness, like we do for our weight, a big chunk of how you feel is under your control, meaning that the way you spend your time and the thoughts that you allow to linger can really impact your mood and long-term happiness. So stop living in the deep and delusional hope that happiness will come to you. I want you to create the happiness of your dreams. I want you to create the life of your dreams by your own positive and happy thoughts. It can be done very easily even if you get half the things right. In your pursuit, I wish you all the happiness.